Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy DREDNAW with another video for you today. We're doing a video on how to play Blissey. Let's get straight to the action guys. So first items you want to pick is the XP share, buddy barrier and the focus band along with the eject button. Really good items. The first move you want to take is pound, as you can see on the screen right there. It's a really good starting move, range, and obviously we've got heal pulse as well, which also restores and heals HP on you when you're partnering attacking Pokemon. So once you've defeated the creeps in the middle lane, you want to go take out the neutral Pokemon to ensure that you get the extra XP over your opposing opponents, such as the Pikachu and whatnot on the other team. Obviously your passive ability is natural cure. Obviously it removes all status conditions from your Pokemon also, which is great. Chance evolves into Blissey at level 4. You got soft boiled and safeguard as the two moves you would like to take. They're great moves. Obviously most people tend to go with the soft boil for the healing. Safeguard has been buffed recently, as I'll explain later in the video. Obviously playing super aggressive, if it's safe to do so, it's also a good thing to do with Blissey. As you can see in the screen right, they're getting a triple kill right here. It is pretty gnarly guys, and obviously the special defense of Blissey is really strong and makes it a really formidable opponent. So we've got also the alternative things. We've got Egg Bomb and Helping Hand as the alternative moves you can use in the R position on your controller or your Joy-Con. So obviously Helping Hand is the most preferred move here opposed to Egg Bomb, but if your team is lacking some sort of crowd control, then Egg Bomb is definitely something you could also go for as well guys, so just keep that in mind. So Blissey is a very tanky Pokemon, very good for healing, very good for buffing your team up, as you can see with Helping Hand. Obviously you want to hit up that DREDNAW ASAP. Make sure you assist them very much so. You don't want to be sitting in the opposite lane doing things by yourself, or like just farming neutral Pokemon and stuff like that. You want to be helping your team, taking that DREDNAW as fast as possible to give your team the best chance of a advantage of winning the game. Buster disables are super key as well. Obviously you can see in the clip you got the Slowbro disabling the Greninja to allow you to finish off the Greninja on the final blows, and obviously the healing and the extra attack speed as well from Helping Hand very admittedly helps Blissey's progression through the game. Obviously Rotom is another important thing you can do as well. If you cannot obtain the DREDNAW on the bottom lane and your team is struggling at this point in time, at least make the effort with your teammates to try and get the Rotom on the other side of the map. Positioning is a very key thing here, as you can see on the screen. Situational positioning, what I mean by this is basically you want to aggress the opponents. Basically stand in front of your attacking Pokemon or your all-rounder or whoever it is, and basically give them that chance to sweep up the enemy team while taking all the damage and still healing them and provide them with the attack buffs and speed buffs in the Helping Hand. Other times that you can actually situationally position yourself is also off to the side or behind. If you feel like there's a lot more Pokemon coming at you and they're all attacking you, you can always utilize your Blissey's assistance, which is your ulti as well, to ensure that your Pokemon, in this case the Cinderace, has got the buff. Obviously it dashes and does a lot of damage to the Pokemon if there's any Pokemon in between them as well, and just essentially doing these little things will obviously give you them a good advantage. Something as simple as like low mobility on the Blissey is also a big problem. So what you want to do is basically just try and find grass at all times if you want to try and dodge attacks or dodge moves. Obviously basically just gives you a little bit of enhancement to, you know, stay alive for as long as possible while keeping your team in the game and making sure that they're going to basically get to the end game and progress without falling behind an XP and that advantage that you obviously build up in the early parts of the game. So obviously right now, the last thing that's the most important thing of the game, other than DREDNAW, is ZAPDOS guys. You've got to defeat ZAPDOS to end the game. It's super important, and please do not underestimate this Pokemon. Do not try and just sit back and think you could just score points any other way. It is double points, 2 times points, as you probably already know, 100 points. Basically what you want to be doing is just enabling your team to try and get into the end of the goals, basically score all the goals as quick as possible by using your Helping Hand, and that's essentially it. The rest of the game doesn't matter up to this point, as long as you get that ZAPDOS and try and finish the game off as best as possible. There will be moments throughout the game where obviously you have teammates that overextend and you want to use your moves in a timely manner. You do not want to use them scarcely, or sparingly I should say. You don't want to basically use them at the wrong times. Obviously using Egg Bomb here was a great move this game because you obviously stun them and forces them away, which is why I said it's a great move for basically crowd control. However, most of the time Helping Hand definitely comes in a better perspective, and it's definitely worthwhile in the long run, as most people run like Greninjas and Cinderaces nowadays, and they're just really good with that extra buff on the Blissey. So essentially Blissey's a great Pokemon, very good special defensive buff recently as well. It's a good Pokemon in the long term. Obviously if you don't want to run defenders, or you don't want to run the other Wigglytuff or the other supporters because you cannot get good at them, Blissey's a pretty straightforward Pokemon to play, and basically it's just about positioning and sitting behind your team, healing them and ensuring that they basically progress through the game. So obviously the buff recently was the cooldown was reduced on the the safeguard, sorry. Obviously the special defense has been increased on Blissey as well. Area of effect has been increased, and basically it provides a shield to closest teammate that needs it, that you obviously can pick to, and you know, it definitely just makes him a lot stronger and can sustain for longer. And yeah, so Safeguard has its definitely its purposes and stuff like that, but I would definitely say that the alternate is definitely better at this point still, and I think it gets used probably in higher tier games, as you can see. Anyway guys, that's a quick summary of how to play Blissey. Hopefully you enjoyed the video today. Make sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe buttons guys. Until next time, your boy Demise out. Peace.